Hello and welcome to This Week at GAMA. My name is John Stacy. It is the week of January the 20th. Today is Martin Luther King Day and the GAMA office is closed, but we'll be back in the office tomorrow. The team and I are hard at work planning for GAMA EXPO, which is coming up in a few short weeks. So we'll start off our update today talking about GAMA EXPO, some of the scheduling things you should be aware of, and some updates around the hotels and about your badges. So first up, the schedule is live. It is currently on TTE, which is our registration software. To access that, you can go to gamma.org, click on the Expo tab, and the instructions there on how to get to TTE. It is actually, because it is a closed show, only open to GAMA members, you can't just go on TTE and search for it. You have to follow the links to get to the site. But it's easy enough to do. Just go to our website, gamma.org, and follow the directions on the GAMA Expo tab page. A couple of programming notes. The program does start Sunday afternoon with some seminars at the Gold House, followed by a member mixer that evening at the Kentucky International Convention Center, the KIC. And then on Monday morning, we'll have the keynote presentation from Dr. Liz, followed by the PRA Awards, the Power Retailer Awards, and then we'll move into 2 full days of seminars and workshops. We have over 200 seminars and workshops happening, starting Monday afternoon and running through noon on Wednesday. And then on Wednesday afternoon and all day Thursday is the exhibit hall. We have more than 300 exhibitors this year. It's a little bit larger than last year. We've changed a little bit more space, laid out a little differently, but we're very excited about the hall for this year. That's some great exhibitors participating. We do special events on Tuesday and Thursday morning. We have the retailer networking breakfast. And this is open just for retailers to come and network, talk with their peers about what they're doing in their stores, the best practices, things that they're concerned about, just to meet other retailers. That'll be on Tuesday and Thursday morning at the Gold House. On Tuesday evening, we're doing the DEI committee reception again this year at the Gold House. Again, the details will be on the TTE schedule. And then on Wednesday morning, we have the Women and Non-Binary Breakfast, also at the Gold House. Another networking opportunity for those members to get together, to chat, get to know each other, and to do business. And then, of course, the ever popular game nights are at the KIC this year. As you might recall, last year with the Gold House, we were a little cramped. It was a little snug. So we moved to a bigger space in the ballroom at the KIC on Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday evenings. And it's going to be a lot of fun. I mentioned I think there's close to 80 tables in those halls this year, so it's growing a bit for the game nights. And then I mentioned the exhibit hall is on Wednesday afternoon and all day Thursday. A couple other notes about GAMA EXPO, which is 5 weeks away. The deadline to reserve your hotel rooms is January 27th in the GAMA block. While the Gold House is currently full, there are still rooms available at the Embassy Suites, which is our second hotel in our block. I talked to them last week. There's about 40 rooms that are still available there. But again, they're going fast. So I encourage you, if you've not got your rooms yet, please go ahead. Get your badge registered because you need the registry badge to get the link for the hotels. We did require that you become registered for the show first before you can register for your hotels, just because they were all slightly fast last time. We want to manage that process a little better. And so again, the deadline to get your hotel room in the GAMA block is January 27th, which is next Monday. And I encourage you to not wait on that and register for your badge today. Again, you can go to GAMA EXPO tab for information on how to access the schedule, as well as how to sign up for your badge, get your membership code, and go to TTE to sign up for the show. Moving on to the Origin Awards, you may know that we recently opened up the nominating process for the Origin Awards. They're a little different this year. And so in the past, publishers would self-nominate their games and then ship them to our office. We turned into a warehouse with 400 different titles, several hundred copies of games here, figuring those out. And literally, it became very difficult for us to manage that. With our staff, who are also one of the things we're working on. And so the process is a little different this year in that publishers, media, and retail members can nominate games to be considered by the jury members for the awards for this year. And so if you're a member of one of those 3 membership groups and feel that you want to nominate games from 2024 that should be recognized for being the outstanding games of the year in the various categories, you can do so. The deadline to nominate a game is February the 6th. Just go either to originsawards.net or to the Origins Game Fair website. There are links on both pages on how to get to the form to nominate games, and also list the categories that you can nominate in. Once that closes on the 6th, the members of the juries will then collate all the submissions. They will go through by the various categories, and they'll narrow them down to what they feel that let's say, that have the most nominations or the games that reflect the best in those categories for the top 10 for the finalists. which will be announced in early March. At that point, we'll reach out to the publishers and ask those games who have been nominated as finalists to then send the review copies to us. So then we'll collate and send out to various jury members for the reviews. So they have a chance to play the games, to judge them, rank them, and then we'll announce the winners during Origins Game Fair in June, as we usually do. So it's hopefully a little bit more organized process this year. But again, I encourage you, if you're a media or retail member, you can also nominate, and please go on to the website, check out the categories and other games you think the best of 2024. And then lastly, talking about how you can get involved with the organization through volunteering or working on the committee or on the board of directors. Also, on the GAMA website, under the Get Involved tab, we have a list of committees that are looking for volunteers. This ranges either from an hour a month to several hours a month, depending on the committee, what they're doing. For example, you see on there the Academy of Adventure Gaming Arts and Design. I know it's a mouthful. We're working on that. But that is the committee that oversees the Origin Awards and the Hall of Fame. And so they're looking for jury members for the awards reviews. And so you can volunteer on that. But also we have the DEI committee, which are looking for volunteers for their programs, whether it's the Horizon Fellowship, the tabletop guilds that they're creating, the Inspiration Awards, and then other feedback and work that they do throughout the year to help support the industry. They're looking for volunteers. The market expansion is always active. They meet once a month for about an hour and a half. And they are always looking at ways to figure out how we can grow the marketplace, to find more gamers, and get more people in the industry, to find more places people to sell our games, and to grow the industry. There's a market expansion committee. I mentioned them. There's a membership committee, the site selection committee, and a few other groups. Sustainability committee. There's definitely ways that you could find a way to get involved with the organization. And then lastly on there, you'll notice that there are information about serving on the board of directors. As you know, we are a membership-led organization. We have 12 members on our board of directors, 2 for each division. They are elected to a 2-year term, so half of them are up each year. And so in March of this year, we're going to hold elections for the new board, for half of the new board. And so we're still working on who's up, who's term limited, or who's running for election. And so we'll have information in February about the process. Before GAMA EXPO, so you'll have time at the show to talk to your peers and your visions. If you're interested in running for the board, or if you want to learn about people who are currently serving on the board, what they do. And so you can use the opportunity at GAMA EXPO to talk to your peers about that. And then once the show is over, we'll open up nominations window. People can volunteer serve on the board and nominate people to serve on the board. And we'll have the elections about probably the 2nd or 3rd week in March. The details, we're still working on that, but we'll have that out here shortly in early February to members. So have time to figure if they want to serve on the board of directors. Or even if on the committee, you can always send me an email at john.stacy, S-T-A-C-Y, @gamma.org. Questions about volunteering or being on the board or whatever. I'm always happy to talk to the members. And so, again, for the week of January 20th, I hope you're having a great week. And that's what's happening. And we'll talk real soon. Take care now. Bye.